Hey, Kung Fu Chronicles, and if you're checking around, you are seeing that yes, we are in familiar territory, but not a usual day because we're at the village again, yes, but it's gonna be for some special training and a workout. So you're gonna do like me and go in assuming basically nothing, because I know very little about today and what it will bring, but let's go in and have some fun. Sound good? All right, okay, came in the door, said it before. We always want to let the Kung Fu energize us some more. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna keep my day job, Sifu Quasi, and it's good to see you all right here for another episode. And do me that quick favor, go ahead and drop that little like down below if you would. I always have and always will appreciate that support that you always give me consistently. Loving you guys. And make sure you follow us on all the Kung Fu Chronicle social media links. I will leave those here for you as I usually do. That way you guys will always be in the loop for anything that we drop new on the channel and behind the scenes, all that good stuff. And oh yeah, if you like this video, share the video. Let's go, let's grow, you know.
Hello.
Oh, and by the way, stick around to the end of this video so you can get everyone's perspectives that participates in this special workout that we're about to do today. All their various views on combatives in Kung Fu and where they feel things are headed for Kung Fu in general. Okay, so is that a bit extreme? Are we in a 911 state of emergency for Kung Fu? Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Can we get serious now?
Because unfortunately, as more and more evidence of high-level practitioners getting their butts handed to them by sometimes experienced and sadly sometimes not as skilled martial artists keeps lurking its ugly head online, this is just a discouraging fact. But why? My feel is that there's a bit too much focus on forms, not enough on fighting, just is what it is, and in our respective genre, that just can't be the case. Kung Fu has really got to have a fine balance between fighting, combatives, forms, and self-defense. But sometimes it's just a matter of the teaching not being adequate. I mean, people can't give you what they don't have, right? Oh yeah! So in that spirit, I got invited out here for a special San Sao workout, which I've been told has its roots in more combative Kung Fu techniques. So let's go see what the style has to offer so you can all judge for yourselves. Yeah, here up in Westlake Village. Sifu Ron, SOV, everybody's here getting ready for the workout. But what are we doing? What are we doing, Sifu Ron? What's happening?
The Rockets move.
Yeah. But what do we have in store?
Going over a lot of very basic San Sao stuff that we don't say because it's too much freaking details for the show. Okay. Because the show is all shits and grins.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to put the teeth back. The teeth back workout, we're gonna call this.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down for teeth being back. I like teeth. I got teeth.
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
How I grew up, we grew up, San Sao just literally means free fist, freestyle fist. The way we grew up in this training is freestyle fist with a partner, right? So the biggest thing about the San Sao is the basics is they have to be 1 to 1.5 stances out. Second is play fighting. He punches, but as soon as he punches, making sure he goes through your face. Right? So if I don't do anything, he's gonna hit my face. Right? So just go slow. so we're gonna go slow. And then he's gonna give a little bit of stiffness to clear it, and then we're gonna make sure we touch, go all the way through. Notice as it goes through, he follows along.
So, and I don't know if you guys do this, but in San Sao, the concept is there's 3 parts to it. That's just the easiest to remember. There's an entrance, there's a control point, like when you took him down, and then you do the kick to the face. San Sao is the concept of finishing is very simple. Finish it. Everything else is a control point or an entrance. Okay. Right? And so when you add China or takedown or throw, that's part of the control point. Okay. Right? And so if you don't add any of those things, then it would be considered still San Sao, but not what we consider full technique.
Right. So because once you do this already, you already are in the middle. You're already in the altercation. Because when you start you want to fight. Exactly. The beginning is pop, or do I put him, or not even thinking of that, okay, I'm going to put myself in that position. The beginning is if you're already here. We don't tell each other what we're going to do. Right. We're just going to go straight out and you have to.
So we're past the pleasantries. The idea is we're past the pleasantries. we're now, you know. Motherfucker, what? That's where we are. That's where the art starts.
Got it. Okay.
Right? So it's not,
You're getting is the
the altercation is happening. There's no talk, there's no sin component in trying to get them enlightened at this moment. The goal is that now, and what you have to do in San Sao is you have to learn how to read the body language, read the scenario.
So let's do first when it comes to the face, and then and down, come down, and then from there up. So very kung fu-ish, but a lot of people are so used to that, right? That's all theatrics. It's awesome, but this is what it actually does. So we're gonna step down, block down, making sure it's an ulna hit. This to the a ridge hand to the bridge of the nose, to the groin, and then uppercuts like that. And what you all my brother was talking about is a finishing. Right? Simple, very high level, stuff like that.
And also to add to that, the concept quasi always layered into this is if Luis will do that much, right? If I go like this, what I'm really seeing is him go that one. Really seeing that going up. That's what I'm really seeing. Right. Because the question is always going to come up, well, how do you stop? And it came up last time we trained. How do you stop the other punch? Right? How do you stop it? So with San Sao, it's always layered into what we do. It's never just if he throws the right punch. It's never just this, whether we throw the second punch or not. It's a movement. We've noticed Ron's timing. Everything is layered into the motion. So that's how San Sao for us works.
Here, to the face, and then so if you were enough to get hit farther away, I would do what I did. Okay. You're getting too close. I'm going to use my move. The last move. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Now to you, it's nice and slow. Here, walk this over. I'm going to go something.
I'm just going to get snot on your hand.
Right.
Look me off.
Yeah, just hold that. There you go. Have that nice, like walk. Yeah. 1, 2. Wait. Okay, right. And then from there, I can just take it out. Here. Yes, there you go. Finish. Good. The biggest thing is to finish and go away. Okay. There. Bam. 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 Here. Yeah. This here. Come over. Here. Yeah. Just continue. Run it up, please. Yeah. Have fun.
It's a hammer. Well, it depends on where he's at. So you're in position. So. Right. And they come from your hip. If I go here, if I go like this, you're already in position. Okay. Right? So if I go here, boom, there it is right there. And then this is that. Your hand will go right here.
Catch your bicep.
And fit it back this way. There you go. Boom, boom. Okay.
this workout. I didn't know what was in store. Had a really good time.
Yeah.
San Sao style, Sifu Ron, Sifu Gus, SOV. So guys, just real quick debrief. I wanted to see like what basically were the kind of like the little things and tweaks that you gave me from San Sao and like kind of the lessons learned and things you guys want to impart.
The biggest thing is, one thing is easier about Quasi, he already has a lot of knowledge. And the thing that we were basically going with was basically what San Sao is and what methodology that it does and the parts that it does. And the biggest thing about a lot of people who are very knowledgeable is we're trying to get him the same kind of rhythm and flow. Because you don't really have to show this guy how to punch, you don't have to show him how to do it, which is awesome because that's annoying to do.
But I like what you said about the flowing because you kind of had the analogy of it's like you're not on the dance floor doing this and then all of a sudden you're doing this. You're just both trying to do that rhythm where you're going together. But I like that analogy. Which is right.
So,
and as a black man, I gotta learn how to dance apparently. Right. But you know. I know. We gotta be careful about that. Right. The Asian guy gonna show me how to dance, but hey, it's all good.
Okay? You have to dance together. It's a dance partner thing. This is combat. You can't do combat. You can't do a duet with a solo.
There you
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay?
And one of the things that we like about Sifu Quasi is he's hungry. Hungry martial artists are easier to teach than arrogant martial artists, and I don't view him as arrogant at all. I view him as high quality. He knows his stuff real well. We're all sharing something right here with from the KKP family to the Kung Fu Chronicles family. But it is important as Kung Fu practitioners that we understand there is combat street fighting in Kung Fu.
Yes.
If you are not learning how to do it, do it. Did I say that?
Yes.
Did I say that?
And also your form should look like your combat, and your combat should look like your form.
Yeah.
Right.
Not necessarily one-to-one.
Right. So when I do my forms, I can't just be like, but there's stuff in there.
You can't say
No?
that.
Okay.
No, you
Alright.
can say that.
Okay.
And then you got to show it.
But I gotta show it?
You gotta show it.
Oh, but come on, it's me. Anyway, no.
Yeah, you can't just say this sucks, this sucks. Tell us why it sucks.
There you go. No, I was gonna ask SOV if anything, parting words or things that you.
It feels good to get hit, you know, so.
Hey, listen, you're a pro at it, man, so that's cool. All right.
SOV is the pro at teaching, being the good partner.
It's actually a really good point because now I'm on the receiving end and seeing the stuff that you go through. It's like, oh yeah, those groin shots do kind of, oh yeah, glad I'm a cup one today. But I'm like, if you don't go with it, is your point, you're gonna really feel it more. So you gotta.
Right. And
Yes.
what do you think about, because everybody always tells us about contact.
Yes.
People are so scared of contact. What do you think about what we did?
I loved it, but again, piggybacking on what you said before, if you're not going with the contact, because I think when people may see your art, they may misconstrue the contact as, oh, they're just play acting and going. It's like, no, you're really going with the flow because the contact is to get that feedback from the live action feed, the relets from somebody how they would react. Does his body crumple this way? Does it fold that way? Do I got to readjust? It's not necessarily just going to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks great, but in reality, people don't. Their body mechanics don't work like that.
But there's a lot in there.
There's a lot in there. There's always a lot in there. There's a lot everywhere.
When I do this move here, there's a lot in there.
Right, listen. Right. Anyway.
So as being as the SOV getting hit and everything, like there's some mental toughness to it that you get from it, you know, getting hit. So, you know, that's one of the things that I really have gotten going out there in the world whenever facing challenges, and you just go back and just remember getting hit, you know, at the village. And
Dues have been paid in this Kwun, and I love that. So again, I always gonna piggyback on what Sifu Gus always says: train with a certified instructor. And if you want to train here, guys,
GusGates.com.
And soon, we're creating a San Sao certification for all y'all out there that just want to really do Kung Fu your way. We're going to be showing that soon.
We have a show called King Kong Pong. Check it out. It's all about combat and Kung Fu.
and I will leave links for that, guys, so you can check out some episodes. Definitely recommend checking out some King Kong Pong. These guys are great at what they do. All right, guys. Thanks so much for let's go eat. Yes, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next round. Keep punching.